1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's go!
Hey, y'all, it's time for the Roger the Wild Child Show. Roger the Wild Child. Here we go again with another honky-tonk and kickin' episode of the Nashville edition of the Roger the Wild Child Show with your host, Roger the Wild Child, along with his sidekicks, musician Patrick James, diva rocker Tiana Woods, and radio disc jockey Katie Day. And want to know what's the nitty-gritty from Music City? Elise Harper has your Nashville music news. Yeehaw! Let's do this.
It's Roger the Wild Child Show. All right, everyone, we are here. Yep, and we are live. It is Roger the Wild Child Show. How's everyone doing today?
Doing fantastic. How you doing?
Hey, it's just another groovy day today.
Right, right on. We got some warm weather.
We do have some warm weather. So we got it's like, what is it? It was in the 70s today here in Vegas, and I'm still in the Vegas studios. So
yeah, we hit about 60. Katie, how you doing up there? Are you staying warm? I see you got like 15 coats on. Freezing, right?
This is just kind of my MO. I always wear a beanie and usually some flannel.
Yeah,
doesn't matter if it's like 100 degrees.
Oh, okay, all right.
Which fact?
Even though it's not 100, I know that.
And Miami have never hit 100 degrees.
Tell me that again.
No.
Buffalo, New York, and Miami, Florida, both those cities have never hit 100 degrees.
Really?
Yeah, fun fact.
That's shocking to me.
Yeah.
I would think that I'm not shocked about Buffalo, but I'm shocked about Miami.
Yeah, I think it's because it's on the water, probably.
Maybe, with the breeze. Yep. Tiana, how are you, beautiful?
Oh, I'm doing good. How's everybody else doing?
Good. I got a special thumb for you. Thumbs up.
Oh, thank you.
A special thumb.
You all get a special thumb. See, it changes colors, so it's blue right now. Let's see what it changes for Roger.
I love it.
What
does it change for me?
Nice.
I don't know. It hasn't changed. It's Roger. Oh. Roger, it's red for you.
Oh, okay.
Katie, it's green for you.
Ooh,
maybe it's St. Patty's for you, Katie.
I am Irish.
Well,
So
there we go.
Bingo.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Bingo.
So, what's going on in the music scene this week, Patrick?
What's going on in the music scene? Let's see. I was in the studio cutting multiple tracks. One for you and your new podcast. Another for
I do appreciate it. Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty dope, right? I came out pretty damn good. That's actually going to be a duet single that we're going to pitch it for TV and sync with Chloe Collins, who I had on a few weeks ago, which we'll have her back out because she's got some new stuff coming on.
Oh,
and
awesome.
I'm getting ready to hit New Orleans with Anything But Human Boys, Louisiana, actually, for a couple dates. So it's busy, man. So I'm rehearsing, writing, and rehearsing and writing. You know how it goes, right? So that's how it goes.
Where are you guys playing in New Orleans?
I think one show is Rock and Bowl. It's two pretty big shows, and the other is with I don't even know, but I know they're going to be sold out. We're playing with a classic rock band called Zebra. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that band, but they're from that neck of the woods, and it's like a really big deal because it's their 50th anniversary. So we'll be supporting that, and it should be really, really great. It will be sold out, and then we do it again in Houston and Texas. I told you that, right? We're going to be at ACL, Austin City Limits.
Yeah.
And then the Two House of Blues. So that run will be really good too.
Nice.
Nice. You got to let me know what day it's going to be on, because in Houston, if I'm in town that week or not, is it a Saturday night gig?
We're playing 25, 26, 27. So you'll make one of them.
Of what month?
April.
That's an important distinguished month.
Take your pick.
25th, 26th, 27th. Okay, so it'll be a Sunday night. Maybe I'll fly home on Sunday just so that I can come to your show.
Yeah, it should. It'll be good. It'll be a good one.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Katie's out and about, grinding the streets.
Oh, you're talking to me? Sorry.
Katie.
Oh, Katie.
Oh. Oh, I wouldn't say I'm for the streets, but No.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, you never know.
No.
Well,
No,
not the
no.
streets that way, but like the streets, there's a lot.
Yeah,
There's a lot
right.
There's a lot of ways that you could define streets.
Like maybe like street team,
True.
like promotion.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. See,
Yes.
see.
Well, you can come down to Vegas and work with my crew.
See, that's
We'll
why I
make
thought
some
maybe
money.
If
you
you
meant
work in the streets with Roger, that's
streets.
for sure. That's for sure.
Right, because I work on the street. I work on the Vegas Boulevard, so
Yeah.
you'll see me on the streets down there. If you guys come down to Vegas, hit me up and let me know you're in Vegas, and we'll catch up. Maybe we'll have a drink, grab something to eat, go to Old Red, or
Yeah.
get you set up on any of your nightclubs and nightlife entertainment. So whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, I want to get there. I want to see the residency of Sammy and the boys. I really want to see that. How's my vocal? Is it all right? My vocal is okay? Am I loud enough? Am I good?
Yes. Yep.
Are we
Yana
going to hear
says-
this
Yana
jingle?
Yana says yes, and you're like hesitant. You hear?
Oh,
Katie?
I don't have a colored thumb.
Katie?
That looked like a sideways thumb, Roger.
Eh.
Like what was that?
Oh.
That was a little bit of this. Like
Katie, I like your
Feels like
little fuzzy background.
Kind of okay.
thank you. You know, last week I hadn't put my Christmas tree down yet because my tenant, not my tenant, but my neighbor locked the basement. So I couldn't put my stuff away. So I had to blur the background so you didn't know that I still had my Christmas tree up in the middle of February. But now I feel like since I started with the blur, even though my tree's down now,
I like the blur.
Thank you.
I like it. I like the vibe.
It
you know?
adds a little bit of mystery to what's going on behind me.
Yeah, this is true. This is true,
Yeah.
Katie.
All right. So Nate on YouTube says, yo.
Yo.
And
Yo.
Kelsey Parker says, I heard you have Taylor Hughes. I know her. I love her song, Good Taste. I got good taste in music, but I got bad taste in writing a song. So Kelsey Parker is here.
Kelsey,
watching
how
the
are
show
you?
tonight on Facebook. Thank you, Kelsey. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get things underway. We have two awesome guests lined up today. We have Jay Valor and Taylor Hughes.
Right on.
So, in the
Can't wait.
meantime, we've got Elise Harper.
All right,
is
Elise.
here. Let's bring her on. She's going to
The
go ahead and do our
suspense.
Nashville music news. Here we go.
Great.
First couple go left, first couple go right. Dixie style to an ocean wave. All eight circulate.
Y'all ready for some Nashville news? Skunk at the Barnyard, PU!
Hey Roger the Wild Child fam, Elise Harper here with your Nashville music news. You know I got the tea and you know it's piping hot. Alright, so come on, let's get into that country news. In exciting news, Maddie and Tay have announced on Monday, February 24th, that they will be releasing a new album. Woohoo, about time. I love me some Maddie and Tay. The album will be called Love and Light, and several songs will already be on the album that have been released. Such as Heart, They Didn't Break, and Sad Girl Summer. So there are going to be a couple songs on there that the listeners will already know, which is always great to have a couple faves on there before the album even comes out, right? Both of those, great songs. It looks like the album will be released May 15th, so we got a couple more months, about 2.5 more months before the album is released. And they said, the lady stated, this album really talks about growing older since we've been growing older together for the last 15 years. So very exciting. I can't wait to hear the whole album. All right, and other exciting news, you guys, Morgan Wallen just teased an amazing new unreleased song on Instagram, and it is for his 4-year-old son. The story is really, really sweet. So Morgan stated that he is fully aware of his shortcomings and he did want to address them with his son at some point, and he's been trying to write a song for a very long time that does that and does it very well. The new unreleased song is titled Superman. And you guys, some of the lyrics are just absolutely wonderful, talking about like how he knows his son is going to see his mugshot one day from getting too drunk downtown, he hopes his son can forgive him and realize like he's just a better man and that Superman even has his flaws someday and is just a man. So really, really cool concept. I cannot wait until the whole song is released. And other exciting news, you guys, Lainey Wilson got engaged. Woo-hoo! Yes, girl, I'm so happy for you. So it is official as of February 2025. Lainey Wilson and Devlin Hodges are officially engaged after 4 years of dating. So excited for you guys. Lainey, you deserve nothing but the best. A little talk about the ring. So it does look like the ring cost about $10,000 to $15,000, which is wild. And it has about like 6 or 7 diamonds on it. It's huge, you guys. Go look it up on Instagram. It's beautiful. The ring is stunning, and it was made here in Nashville by Holly Fine Jewelry. So very exciting. Awesome. Congratulations, Lainey. All right, our last bit of news. You guys, Dolly Parton did a remake with Sabrina Carpenter, who is my girl, and I love them both. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So Sabrina released a deluxe version of Short and Sweet on February 14th on Valentine's Day, and Dolly had a feature in the single Please, Please, Please. However, as we all kind of know, that song has some bad words in it, and Dolly's an angel and doesn't want to say bad words. So the song was rewritten for Dolly, which is very, very sweet. So instead of the lyric being, please, please don't embarrass me, mother trucker, it says, please, please, please don't embarrass me like the others. So very sweet, very classy. They also did a music video in black and white, which looks wonderful. And it's kind of an ode to Sabrina Carpenter's ex-boyfriend, who originally starred in the original Please, Please, Please. She's asking him not to embarrass her in public. And then this new music video is him in the back of a truck. So a lot of fun poking at relationships, and you guys know I love that kind of thing. So that's it for your Nashville music news. Elise Harper out.
All right, Elise, let's bring the team back on.
That was great.
And,
we got to get her live.
We do need to get her live, but she's always working.
I know. It's
her real gig,
yeah.
You know, when we do our live shows. So it's kind of hard to do that. So maybe one day.
Okay, at least she's at least be re-recording it. She's here in spirit.
Of course. She is. So Patrick, what are you gonna sing for us today?
I'm gonna play something that I just cut. So it's like I've never even played it out yet, but we just cut it, and there's gonna be like multiple versions of this song. It's called there's gonna be a duet version, there's gonna be a male and a female version, and there's gonna be a radio TV edit version. So I'm just gonna play my version of it. When I wrote it, it's called When I Close My Eyes. When I close my eyes, I'm so lonely. Well, I can see it in your eyes as I tear around your face. Just wonder, maybe someday I can hold you in my arms, never let you get away. 'Cause when I close my eyes, I miss you every day. The way you held my heart and never walked away. But in the silent night, I hear your name. When I close my eyes, it's always the same. It's always a whisper. But every touch we make, it echoes in my mind, just missing you. The world keeps on, but I stay still. You're chasing us so long, against my will. So when I close my eyes, I miss you every day. The way you held my heart, never walked away. Oh, in the silent night, I hear your name. When I close my eyes, it's always the same. Oh, maybe someday we'll find a way through the stars and the dreams. Never feel away. So when I close my eyes, and I wonder
Yes.
Hey.
Great job, Patrick.
Thank you.
Love those lyrics.
Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, it's like boom, it hits it, right?
Yeah.
It does.
Kind of gave me some like Third Eye Blind vibes.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
can see that. Yes.
Yeah.
So, Patrick, you're going to be on tour with ABH?
Yes, we're gonna be doing March and April. Yeah, you can catch those dates. I'll post them up. We'll post them by the end of the show here. I'll be out with Anything But Human, supporting the Zebra 50th anniversary. There'll be great shows. March and April, and we'll be announcing a new single, and I'm dropping a bunch of stuff this summer, so it's going to be a busy year.
Great.
All right. For all you watching, please drop in the chat where you guys are watching us from. We like to know where our viewers and listeners are. And just so you guys know, we do restream our podcast on all major podcast platforms. And as always, you can follow us on Instagram at Wild Child Radio. So, all right. So
Cool.
Right now, we're going to go ahead and bring on our first guest today. He is an artist, and he is also a songwriter. Please welcome to the platform, Mr. Jay Valor. Jay, hello,
Mr.
sir.
Jay Valor, how are you, buddy?
How's it going?
Welcome, Jay.
Welcome, bro. Welcome to the jungle, baby.
Thanks for having me.
Pleasure.
So real
Pleasure's
quick,
ours.
Jason Kranz on Facebook says, shout out from Stillwater, Oklahoma. Thank you, Jason, for checking in.
Stillwater.
Hey, share the feed, Jason. Share the show on your Facebook page so that all your friends could watch the show, right? It's all about spreading the word and spreading the love.
That's right.
So, and Paul Hughes says, tuning in from Kentucky.
Right on,
Wait,
Paul.
his last name's Hughes. I think he might be related to our guest Taylor Hughes. I don't know. We can find out. All right. So, Jay, let's talk about you. It's all about you right now.
Oh, boy.
So, I mean, you were in theater in high school, weren't you?
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's actually how I accidentally stumbled into music. So it actually started in middle school. So I was 13, 8th grade, and I went to a really, really small private school with only like 65 kids. And they wanted to put together a production, a big play for You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown.
Cool.
And they forced everybody to audition. No one had a choice. So I got bullied into music. But here I am.
You were meant to do it.
You were meant to do it.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy because I had never sung a single note in my entire life up to that point.
So
that
would you
must have
say
been
that you have like natural talent? Did people always tell you that? And did you believe it at first, or did it take some time to kind of get the confidence part?
I think it took some time, but it was weird because, like, for example, the way the audition went was, so it's for Charlie Brown. So they asked who I wanted to audition as. And so at the time, I had no idea what that play was. I'm thinking just Charlie Brown. So I'm like, I'll be the dog, because there's no way that the dog can have lines if they ever actually put me in this play. So they had given us a cassette tape. That's how long ago this was. With 3 songs, and I put it on my little boombox when I would like do homework. And I just listened to the song, but I never even sang along to it because I never took this seriously. And so at the audition, I started singing, and like a minute in, they're like, okay, stop. And I was like, thank God, like, told you. And they're like, so you're going to be Charlie Brown. And it was the worst day of my life. But then people would tell me, I saw how much people enjoyed it. And I was like, am I good at this? Like, yeah, it's kind of weird. And then I just leaned into it.
That's great.
That's awesome.
That's a great story. Love that.
Yeah, it is. And so you left theater, and then where did your journey continue? I mean, what made you decide you're just going to go ahead and continue doing music?
So now we're in high school, right? And I'm still a part of the drama program, and I'm still doing musicals and stuff like that. But I picked up guitar when I was 15, and I joined an alternative rock band with some of my friends. And at the time, I had never heard a Beatles song in my life. I know that's crazy, but I never did.
Really?
And yeah.
Sometimes MT kids. My daughter's an MT kid, so they hear the songs through Glee. So all right, we'll give you a break. And I happen to love that stuff, so I'm a big theater geek. So I respect it.
It was my guitar player at the time was like, "You've never heard the Beatles? You're insane. What's going on?" So he showed me yesterday.
No, and that was it.
That changed my life forever, because that was the first time in my life that a song outside of a play with a whole story behind it moved me to tears. Yeah. Like, it moved me emotionally. I heard that, Blackbird, which Glee, by the way, did a great version of Blackbird.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And it just made me want to write. I just wanted to write music. I heard it yesterday, and I was like, if I can spend the rest of my life just writing music and hit something 5% this good, I can die a happy man.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Amen to that.
Just changed me,
yeah. It's so funny that so many people, so many artists, from merging to iconic, say that it's either they saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan or this. It's amazing what that quartet did to the. And they drew from the music from the Delta blues, and the Beatles drew from American rhythm and blues, man, and they just put their own spin on it, and just, for the short time that they were together, just think of that.
Yeah,
they really weren't together for that long, and look at the amount of music they put out. That's just iconic.
Yeah, and what's insane was I actually watched Paul McCartney down in Miami. This is years ago. And I watched him at the Dolphin Stadium. Of course, it was packed.
Right.
It was just crazy.
Right.
But what was insane about it was that you had kids that were like 5, 6 years old.
Yep.
And really old people. You had everybody, all ages, and they'd all cry to the same songs.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't matter. You'd see children and they'd just be bawling, and you're like, who else does this?
Yeah.
What other music does that?
Special music, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I would like to see Kid Bop do a Beatles album.
There you go.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened. There must be a rights issue with it.
Right?
There's no way.
Yeah. Well, didn't Michael Jackson buy the catalog? God rest his soul. He bought the publishing.
I think so.
Yeah. So I wonder what the story is on that.
Yeah. Well, probably his estate controls it now, and who knows?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Jay, I'd like to hear you sing a song for us.
Yeah, sing us a song, Jay.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, the guitar is ready.
Yes, it
I
is.
didn't see it there. It was out of frame.
Twist my arm.
Just took it out of my sleeve. Oh, what's this?
Like Patrick was saying, there's always a guitar nearby,
They're all over here. There's about 20 of them as I look around. They just keep adding up, Tiana.
All right, well, I did just drop a single last week for Valentine's Day.
Oh, cool.
Oh, beautiful.
So if it's all right if I play that for you, it's called World on Fire.
Play it, and tell everybody where they can find the song. And then you tell them now and then tell them later.
Oh, this song is on all streaming platforms, anywhere you could listen to music.
At Jay Valor.
Yeah. Yeah. All my social media is Jay Valor Music.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
So this is World on Fire. Our love is strong. I thought you could do no wrong. Of course, that didn't last too long. Mistakes you've made cause the trust we had to break, and now I wear it on my face. But right now, as you undress me, you're tearing down all the walls you built me, setting this whole damn world on fire. Flames feeding off our carnal desires. Feel the heat rising as I'm sinking in, setting this whole damn world on fire. On fire. And I fall from grace, time and time lie to your face. You don't believe a word I say. And I try to make amends. I try to all of your friends and say it won't happen again. But right now, I just want to hold you, show you the man that once deserved you, setting this whole damn world on fire. Flames feeding off our carnal desires. Feel the heat rising as I'm sinking, setting this whole damn world on fire, on fire. I think our love will still be burning until the world around stops turning. Are we toxic? Or are we lovesick? Oh, damn world on fire. Flames feeding off our carnal desires. Feel your legs shaking as I'm sinking in, setting this whole damn world on fire, on fire, on fire, on fire.
All right.
Woo.
Thank you.
Right on.
Nice.
Jay,
I hope that sounded all right.
sounded great, bro.
Oh, that sounded amazing. Yeah, you did a really good job on
There
that
you go,
one.
man.
Love the vocals. Now you seem to have a little rock mixed with country sound is the way that I is the vibe I get from you.
Yeah, I think that alternative rock band that I was in high school kind of ruined my life.
Yeah, that probably was the best thing for you, man. Remember, Jay, everybody wants to rock. Don't forget that.
Yeah, it made me addicted to the rasp a little bit, and then it just kind of stuck with me.
Now,
Right,
what's
Kiana?
cool with you is
Yes.
The what?
now what's cool with you is that you actually shared the stage with Chris Young, Parmalee, and our friend Chemo Forrest and Randy from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, Chris Young was the last one. I opened for him in Dania Beach.
Okay.
Super nice guy.
How was Alabama?
So there's a story behind that.
Oh.
There's a story behind that. And no. It's bad for me.
Oh.
Yeah, so God, and I hate telling the story because it makes
now
it
you
feel
have
like
to.
I feel like
You can't tease it and not tell it.
okay, but you guys can't drag me through the streets, all right?
Okay, you got it.
So this was a festival in Tampa. It was a really, really long time ago. I should not have even been there. And the worst part about it is that I kind of didn't know who they were when it happened.
Okay.
No. Okay.
Don't drag me through the streets.
Okay, sorry, I forgot. We promised.
I was so young, and it was like the third show that I had the third show that I had that festival. And I was just so focused in performing, like in front of people. And I was just like so into playing. And it was like when people started telling me like, dude, you opened for Alabama. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Cool. But I had no idea. And then as I got into Alabama years later, I was like, wow, I never savored that opportunity. So I guess we have to do it again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You know what? I'll talk to Chemo and be like, hey, you got to put Jay back on stage. Because Chemo's a good friend of the show. So
I always say you're not a real musician unless you have a tour horror story.
Yeah.
You know?
True. Unfortunately, we all have them. You know what I mean? It's inevitable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine's pretty bad though.
Yeah. They're called growing pains on the road.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
It's okay.
I
It's
never
all
heard
good.
of
I
the Beatles until last week. So it's okay. Don't worry about it, Jay. You're good.
I need another opportunity, fresh start, where I can actually meet them and just like feel their aura.
Now, would you tell them that you're the person that opened for them back then, or would you just be like, "Hi, I'm Jay. We've never met."
We have never met before, ever, ever.
Fresh start.
So everyone make sure
I never met them.
Right.
Like, even back then. But so we need a do-over for real this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Chemo
see,
and
then
Danielle.
it's not that bad because you didn't meet them, so it's they can't associate your face with the experience.
Exactly.
So you're good.
You're good, man. You're golden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chemo and Danielle, if you're watching tonight,
Unless Chemo hears this and sees this.
right, hit me up and let's reconnect you and Jay the right proper way.
Are you in Chemo's camp, Jay?
Am I what?
Roger, does Jay know Chemo?
No, he's not.
Oh.
No, he doesn't know any of the Alabama people.
All right, so a few of those guys are connected to the show, so I'm sure they're going to see it at some point.
Right?
Yeah. Please.
All right, Jay, where are you traveling next?
So I actually just got back from South Florida. I went down to do 3 shows there.
Where?
So in Davie, Florida, Fort Lauderdale.
Cool.
And oh my goodness, and Hollywood Beach.
Oh, cool. Where were you in Fort Lauderdale? I have a place there. I'm there a lot.
I was at Con Murphy's.
Okay.
It's a venue right on Las Olas.
Yeah, it's a nice. I know it. Yep. Good spot, man. It's good market for music, man.
Oh yeah,
It's hopping down there, man. It's hopping.
Yeah, I think my next show though is here in Nashville, the 10th. I'm at the Listening Room Cafe, but then I go back down to South Florida. I'm actually going to Vegas in April.
Oh yeah, cool.
Where are you gonna play at?
I'm going to be at the MGM Grand at Losers.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be there for a week.
In and say hi.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. Now,
I didn't know if you were gonna play at Jason Aldean's or Old Red. So, but Losers.
do you travel with a full band or is it just you?
So mainly it's full band. I've been playing with the same bass player since college.
Right on.
Yeah. It's
band,
mainly a full band, but in Vegas I'll be solo acoustic.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the last time I was in Vegas, I was at Resort World.
At Doghouse?
At Doghouse, yeah.
Okay.
That was their full band. That was fun. Strange venue, but that was fun.
It is. It's like a little sports bar type thing.
Yeah.
You have a stage
Yeah,
that people perform.
It's right behind the TV that everyone's watching the games that they're betting on.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
imagine you're watching, you're just like in the game and everyone's insane, right? And the screen splits and you see me.
That's okay. It's all good, man. You know, it's all good. The built-in crowd, man. It's a built-in. So you do covers and originals? Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Cool. That's good.
Yeah.
Get yourself out there, man.
Yeah.
So Jay, where can everybody follow you one more time?
Everywhere at Jay Valor Music. Well, not everywhere. I'm not on X yet, but
Okay.
on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, it's Jay Valor Music. JayValor Music.
Roger, we should get Jay. Jay's in Nashville. We should get him on the. It'd be a good fit for the CMA Fest at the Troubadour.
Yes, for our Nashville show. Yeah,
We'll
we're
reach out
doing
to
a
you.
show at Troubadour in
that.
Nashville on June 7th. So it's Saturday night, and we're gonna have about roughly 10 artists performing and singing, including Patrick and hopefully Tiana.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Or I'll refuse to sing
maybe-
again.
Yeah, I don't want to hear no stories from you, girl.
Yeah,
There's
of
no
course
stories.
not.
You're
Of course
gonna figure it out. I'll accompany you, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
We'll figure it out, and you sing, and I'll play it. That's it.
Cool.
There
You're
you go.
swinging.
All righty. All right, Jay Valor, I appreciate you chiming in and hanging out with us on the show.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Jay, you sounded great. Your song sounded great. And tell everybody one more time where they could find you.
Jay Valor Music
There you go.
on all social media platforms.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Great job, man. You sound great, man.
Thank you.
X
The best of
except
luck
for
to you.
X.
Yeah, except
Except for X.
Except.
I still don't know if I should. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
All righty, Jay. We'll be talking to you. We'll be checking out your new music down the road, and hopefully see you in Nashville this summer.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you
All right,
guys.
thank you, Jay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Take care, man.
Bye.
That was cool. He was great. You know,
Yeah.
Katie, your vibe looks like the cover of the Soundgarden album, the first Soundgarden album. Like
Not
you
bad.
and the background, you got that vibe going on. Except you're like, it's like you're rocking the microphone.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank
she
you.
is.
I think that's a compliment.
It is a compliment.
it is. Yeah.
I think I prefer Savage Garden more than Soundgarden. No offense.
Well, I'm just telling you, it looks like that. The background looks like that.
Like a chicken
Thank you.
chili cola.
That's okay. That Soundgarden record broke out and sold quite a few albums, so
Yeah.
it's a compliment.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, son.
Hey,
Kelsey
Kelsey,
Parker is watching us from Maryland. Hello from the East Coast.
Maryland. Hi, Kelsey.
Yes, Maryland.
I'm that annoying
So-
singer that busts out in song anytime you mention like a lyric. I'll just bust out with the whole song. Like,
Yeah.
I do that too, but I'm not a singer, so I really shouldn't. I should keep it for the shower.
Oh.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah, you
I
can be
mean-
like Jay, where you have a hidden talent. You never know.
Yeah.
Anyone can
We'll do
sing,
it.
but that doesn't mean you should. You know, like I'm one of
Well-
those that maybe shouldn't, not in public.
Can is a strong word.
Well, like you can make sounds
Okay,
come out of your mouth, sure, but like they vocally kind to the ears, maybe not. That's me.
We should do a segment called "From the Shower" with Katie.
There you go.
Actually,
Yeah.
I did think about that because there's some songs that are meant for the shower.
There are.
Like someone else calling you baby, Luke Bryan, that's for the shower.
I hear you. I agree with that.
Yeah, it's on my shower playlist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sad emo-ness just for the shower.
Christina Aguilera actually did her demo song for Ron Fair to get signed to a record deal, and she recorded it in the bathroom because it had the best acoustics in her house.
I heard that
believe
story. I heard that story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So I
heard
always think of that when people talk about like singing in the shower. I'm like, well, it worked for Christina.
Well, that girl could sing anywhere,
Right?
man.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's bring on our next guest. She is a country music artist. Let's bring her to the stage here. Please welcome Taylor Hughes. Hello, Taylor.
Taylor Hughes.
Hi, can you all hear
How are
me?
you? How are you?
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining
So,
us
Taylor-
today. Taylor, look at it's blue. That's for you.
Did you
I love it.
record
Blue is
this
my favorite
shower?
color.
Blue's my favorite color too. So you're golden, girl.
Perfect.
Taylor, did you record in the shower?
I did not record in the shower, but during COVID, I did all my live streams in the bathroom.
Okay.
See?
All
So
right.
it was kind of, it really does have the best acoustics. I would
It
sit
does.
on our tub and I put like this sequin like backdrop up and it was always like, oh, Taylor's singing in the bathroom. Here she goes. Where I did all my live streams because it just sounded the best.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Taylor, where do you hail from?
Where do I hail from?
Yeah.
Well, I'm originally from Lexington, Kentucky, but I live down in the Nashville area. I've been there for a little over 7 years.
Okay. All right, man. You're in a 10-year run, man. You're almost there.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping we'll do it in less than 10.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's
we're going.
That's the Nashville. That's the 10-year. That's the
the 10-year town. Yeah.
It's not just Nashville. It's everywhere. You know what I mean? So anywhere. That's great. That's great. So where are you originally from?
Lexington, Kentucky.
Lexington, that's right.
Yeah. Go Big Blue.
Right on.
So growing up, where did your music journey begin?
Yeah, so that's kind of an interesting avenue. So I loved performing as like a little girl. I was always in like school plays and like any little talent show, but I never actually told anybody that music was what I wanted to do. And I was also like, as I had gotten older, like once I hit like middle school and high school, I was very shy and quiet. And I was also just like heavily involved in athletics. So like singing was just like not on the radar, at least publicly known. It was kind of just kept for me and I, and I would, I was always a part of like church choir and school choir and things of that nature, but I never did anything solo. And I had a career-ending injury my junior year of high school, so I could no longer play volleyball, which was kind of the plan, was to go to college on a scholarship because I had already been talking to schools, and that, kind of put me down a different path. And I decided, okay, well, if I'm not playing volleyball, like I need something else to do. And I decided to ask my parents if I could get guitar lessons. And they were like, well, sure. Like, why not? And we went to my first guitar lesson, and come to find out my guitar teacher, who is someone I still work with, he's pretty much family, was someone that my dad babysat like way back in the day. So it was kind of like meant to be, right? And I had a few lessons with him. Couldn't have known more than like one or two chords, right? Like still very fresh. And I guess we were talking about songwriting and things of that nature, and I was singing, and he was like, "Oh, you sing?" And I was like, "Oh, I dabble in it. Like, I don't really sing in public." And he was like, "No, you sing." And he's kind of the one who discovered that like I had this hidden talent, and told my parents that he wanted to take me down to Nashville to perform for this TV Comcast called Nashville Spotlight. And of course my parents were very confused because I was the very quiet child that like didn't do that kind of stuff, and they had never really heard me sing, and they were like, she doesn't know how to play guitar, why would we take her down there? And he was like, no, Taylor's a singer, like she'll sing to backing tracks until she learns how to play. And we were all like, okay, like let's go. And that's kind of how I got my start, was at the Nashville Palace, which is still a super popular venue. And I performed for this Comcast, and they absolutely loved me and asked me to come back to be a regular. And we left the show that day, and my parents thought I was lip singing, and I was like, nope, that's me. And they were like, oh my God, okay, well, I guess we have something. And that's kind of how I started my journey. So
it's crazy how one person, it takes one person to just say, I believe in you to do this.
That's right.
Yeah, for you to suddenly kind of start to see it within yourself.
Absolutely. And that's what's funny, is that like I'd always wanted to do this. I just never told anybody. And I guess it just never really occurred to me that like you can do stuff that you want to do. Like you don't have to like do the norm, right? So I'm very, very thankful for Mr. Polly Felice for seeing that in me and pushing me, and he still pushes me today to be my best. So.
That's good. It's always good to have somebody who's
That's
pushing.
awesome.
Absolutely.
It's important.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
That's awesome.
So who are your biggest influencers when it comes to music?
And he's not talking about social media either.
Yeah.
Influences, not influencers.
Oh Lord, the world that we live in today. Well, you were just talking about her, and like obviously I'm a country artist, but I dabble in a lot of like Southern rock and blues. But growing up, before I really knew that like country was the genre I really wanted to do, like Christy Aguilera was my girl. Like I wanted to be Christy Aguilera. Like that girl could sing the phone book. She is hands down one of the greatest artists of all time. But I also get a lot of influence from my songwriting side is influenced heavily by like Miranda Lambert, a little bit of Chris Stapleton, and then vocally is there's a lot of Chris Stapleton in there. There's a lot of grit and a lot of power and a lot of blues. My husband tells me I'm a blues artist, not country artist.
Well, you probably are.
You can do them all.
Okay. Right. But that's great. That's actually country, I feel like is just like a staple now. There's so many things that fall in line. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. And you don't want to, I feel like you don't want to like pigeonhole yourself or put yourself in a box. And
I agree.
I get a lot of influences from different styles of music, and I just do what feels good,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great.
That's right. If it feels right and if it feels good, it is good.
Right. Yep.
No matter what, no matter how
the fans like it, well, why not?
First, you gotta like it.
Yeah.
But if it gets you excited, then it's going to get other people excited.
Absolutely.
It's always it's always that initial like chord or melody or line, and then you when you build the song, but it's always that initial first thing like wow, that wows you, and 9 times out of 10 that's the hook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, after writing songs for years and years and years, it's like, and that's really where it's at, man. You know what I mean? So when people feel that, you move them, and that's the game. That's
absolutely.
the nature of the game. Right, Roger?
Now you said it, absolutely. Now you did say that you were married. How do you balance married life and your music career? How's that going for you?
I'll let you know when I figure it out.
Okay.
No, I feel like it gets easier. I don't want to say easier, but I feel like I find my footing a little better each year. I've been married for a little over 7 years. We got married and then immediately moved to Nashville because he knew this is what I wanted to do, and he was willing to pick up his entire life to move down there. So we got married. He works in IT, so he's not in the music industry or anything like that. He does play guitar. He's a secret guitarist. But he won't play for anybody. But it's one of those things where like I am a workhorse. Like I have a hard time turning it off. I'm not gonna lie. I just work. It's just kind of how I was raised, and some of the values that were instilled in me. But he's very supportive and very respectful of that. And it's great to have your better half believing in what you're doing, and because before I dated him, I did date guys that were like, so when are you going to get a real job? Or like, when are you, and you're like, pretty sure this is a real job.
Yeah.
So, next, we'll see you later.
Next.
It was just one of those, it takes a very special person to be with an artist.
Absolutely.
So I'm just very grateful for him, and we're finding balance when we can. There are times when last year was an incredible year for my career, but I was on tour a lot, and I know it was really hard on him, but
that's okay.
Very supportive.
Strong.
Yeah, right.
They say distance makes a heart grow
You've
fonder.
been married a long time. It's good
Absolutely.
to be away from each other. Like you have something to talk about.
Yeah, and I think marriage in general, no matter what ups and downs you go through, can also be inspiration for music. And
Oh, you're not kidding.
Yeah.
yeah, right. So, and people joke around too, because a lot of my music and even like earlier stuff I wrote was almost like on the lines of like, Carrie Underwood, Miranda Lambert, murder ballads, and everyone's like, Drew, if you need help, like blink twice. And I'm like, these are not about it.
when you do write about him, because you said, sometimes like, the things you go through in a marriage, like could be good songs. Do you have to kind of give him a heads up? Like, hey, I did write this about you, but hold on. Or does he care? Like, does it matter to him?
I think it just kind of depends. So he's very much just kind of like, our music tastes are very different. He's very like jam band music. So like Grateful Dead, Fish.
Right.
And I'm very like country, which I'm slowly pulling him in there. But he, if I do write something that slightly is about him, I'll be like, well, what do you think of it? And he's like, it's good.
You just like, it's good.
Okay.
It's yours.
Well,
so anything you do is going to be great.
Yeah, right. So, and then I did release a love song a few years back. That's a little bit, I don't know if you would say edgier, but it's not like your typical love song, because like I just don't do cheesy music. I just can't. I have a hard time writing love songs because they come out cheesy. So
like
when
bubblegum love songs there.
Yeah, and like that's not my vibe. So like I'm like, what is that? Like, I don't want that. So when I released that song, he's always like, that's your best song because it's about me. And I'm like, I didn't tell you it was about you. And he's like, I know it is. I'm like, whatever.
He knows you way too well here.
Yes. Well, that's what
he better.
He really does. It's scary.
Right?
Like I'll be
knows you better than you.
Yes, he does. And we kind of like, I don't want to say we finish each other's sentences, but I'll be thinking something and then he'll say it. And I'm like, get out of my head. Like, what are you doing? It's wild.
Well, he has to know you better than yourself, because on the days when he goes, hey, where do you want to eat? And you say, I don't know. He should know where to take you.
Yeah. Oh, that's a
right.
That's like a constant argument in our house. What do you want to eat?
Yeah. Well, Taylor,
I do that with my kids.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you guys want to eat? I don't know. Or one kid wants to eat somewhere and the other kid wants to eat somewhere else. And you're like, can't go to two places at once.
Yeah. I guess we're going to neither.
Right. And then
Taylor, you're doing good. You're at the 7-year mark, girl. You make it through 7 years, you're home free.
Hey, well, that's what I'm hoping.
It's all good.
Hey, do you have a guitar up your sleeve? Of course you do.
Play some guitar, girl.
I might, yeah. So I'm gonna play you guys. I actually have a new single coming out next Friday, May 7th, called "Old Fashioned You." And
nice. Congrats.
Thanks. So we're really excited about it, and this may or may not be inspired by the hubby. Who knows? But it was one of those songs where I came into the writing room with my good friend Crystal King, who's the co-writer on it, and I was like, "How funny!" We should. Oh yeah, you did. That's how I found you all. Yeah.
Yes.
Small world, right? But we were talking, and I was like, "How funny would it be to write a song comparing the different types of men we've dated to different types of drinks?" So, you ladies probably already know. But being from Kentucky, like the only real drink you should be drinking is an old fashioned.
There you go, huh?
So yeah, bourbon girl over here.
Right.
So that's kind of how this song was inspired by past relationships and things of that nature. But this is Old Fashioned You, and it'll be available everywhere on March 7th.
Everywhere where?
Awesome.
Where does everybody get?
All streaming. So iTunes, what
Spotify.
Spotify. I almost said Pandora, which it will be on Pandora, but I don't know. Do people use Pandora anymore?
Some do.
It's literally everywhere. Any streaming platform, you will find it.
Just Taylor Hughes, correct?
Yeah. All my social media is Taylor Hughes Music.
Okay.
But if you're looking on like Spotify and streaming, it's just Taylor Hughes.
Okay.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Gentleman Jack cleans up real nice. He had a temper, cold as ice. Sex on the beach, yeah, that one was fun. He had me thinking that he was the one. Maybe you're getting me too far. He's still drinking in college bars. Beer bomb came on too strong. Said he loves me by the end of the song. None of them got me buzzing like you do. Something about your love and goes down smooth. Tasting it all, but I always come back to old-fashioned you. Once or twice he tried to give you up. I sail the 7 seas with a bottle of rum. After a night of saw the line, I woke up to a tequila sunrise. None of them got me buzzing like you do. Something about your love and goes down smooth. Tasting it all, but I'll always come back to old-fashioned you. Simmering classic, no doubt about it. I can make it my daily habit. None of them got me buzzing like you do. Something about your love and goes down smooth. Tasting it all, but I always come back to old-fashioned you.
Yeah.
All right.
That was great.
All right.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we're really excited about it. So I hope everyone will go check it out.
Hold on.
When's the
Taylor.
release date on that one?
March 7th, but you can pre-save it now for Spotify or pre-order it on iTunes and get it before March 7th right now.
There you go. You got the blue,
Perfect.
girl.
Nice.
Awesome.
This is my golden buzzer. You understand?
That's it. So.
All right.
Yeah. I love your range, Taylor, and the song. I love how it was arranged and everything, and the old
Yeah.
fashioned. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank
Great
you.
line.
Thanks. It was a fun one to write. So.
I bet.
Yeah, definitely not cheesy, like
Yeah.
you were saying.
No.
Yeah.
I tried to steer away from that.
Yeah.
So it's safe to say we need to get you to open up for Chris Stapleton or Christina Aguilera if she's in Nashville, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I will do whatever they need me to do.
Kelsey Parker
Well,
giving you a round of applause.
Oh, thanks, Kelsey. I saw Julie popped on here too. Hello, Julie. My dad was on
Yeah.
here earlier. Yes, that was my daddy.
All right.
Paul, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Right on. So what's your
outside,
go ahead, Roger.
outside of music, what's your go-to? What do you do to get away from music and just enjoy yourself?
She drinks old fashioned.
I do, yeah. I find a really good bourbon bar.
Sorry, I had to jump in. I had to do
Right.
Well, here's the thing is like, I'm a real like big foodie. So I love to eat. I love to try new things. I might be a bourbon snob, which is my husband's fault. So like, we're really big into like finding like really nice, like almost like prohibition style bourbon bars and
Right.
trying different bourbons. Obviously, you got to get a smoked old fashioned, and we both love to eat, so we like to try all
Perfect.
kinds of foods. But it's hard to turn off the music. You ask like, what do I do? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just always music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you, girl. I hear you.
Are you
Yeah.
touring? Do you have anything going on? Are you going to be on the road anytime soon, or what's
So
going on with you?
I'm actually down in Florida next week. I'm going to be playing a few shows down there.
Where?
So I will be in Land O'Lakes, so like the Tampa area, at
Okay.
Tiki Cove on
Right.
March 8th. And then I'm going to be in the Daytona area the following week. I'm doing like a sunset cruise kind of music thing
cool.
on March 12th at
Right
the
on.
world famous boat tours. And then I'm doing, there's like a mini festival hosted by Southern Fellow. They are doing a two-day event. I'm playing on the 15th at the Ocean Center. Don't have the time schedule yet, but my whole tour schedule is on my website. So like everyone can find that on there. So as soon as I know what time I play, I will have it on there. But
Awesome deal.
a lot of touring last year. This year's a little different because we have a baby on the way. So touring.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So
Congratulations.
touring's a
Little
little different
husband's
this
pregnant?
year. Yes, my husband. He keeps saying we, and I'm like, this is not a group project, but
It started that way, and then you have to do all the work on the project. Yeah.
Hopefully, my dad's not still on here. But yeah, we're expecting in July. So this year, I'm touring just a little bit closer than I usually do, but we're hoping to go back down to Texas in November. So once the baby is here and she's kind of like good to hang out with dad, like I'm back on the road. And
what part of Texas?
So probably Houston, Austin, Dublin. We hit 6 different cities last year when I was touring down there. So
I live in Houston.
Oh, do you? Okay, so
I'm H-Town over here. Yep, Katy area.
Yeah. So
when are you going to be there?
We don't have exact dates yet, but we're looking at November.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
cool.
So
I got some friends out there. I'll send them out.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I love Texas. We were there we did a 2-week tour last year, nonstop work, and it was amazing. I probably won't put so much work or so many shows on the schedule, and we'll have some time to just kind of like be tourists and whatnot, but I absolutely love it down there.
They doing Rowdies or Mo's Place in Houston, or do you know?
I'm not entirely sure. I do have a few places that some fans that had given me. I didn't hit Houston last year, so that'll be a new territory for me.
Okay.
But I will let you guys know.
Deal.
It'll be on my website and stuff. So.
Okay.
Cool. Do you tour with a full band?
We do a little bit of both. So last year when we went to Texas, it was just an acoustic tour.
Okay.
And then this year, it'll probably still be acoustic, but I'm actually, me and Crystal are talking about doing like a duo tour.
Okay, cool.
Together. So little
you,
girls trip.
Yeah, that's great. Do you have an accompanying guitar player, or is it just you by yourself, or do you have you play with tracks, or like what's your show?
Well, it just kind of depends. If I'm doing an acoustic show, it's me and my guitar. Sometimes I'll do a duo. Just kind of depends on what the venue's looking for.
Right.
But I love the full band stuff. That's where all the fun is.
Of course.
Yeah, so we've got a few full band events later this year.
Right on.
But yeah, so we're just adjusting for the year. It's a little different, but
yeah.
I have full plans to be right back out there. So.
Yeah, it's all good.
Awesome.
It'll be great. It'll be even better.
Yeah, we're excited.
All right. Social media is at Taylor Hughes Music, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And your website?
Excellent.
Yes, my website is taylorhughesmusic.com, and you guys can find all my socials on there as well. It's got all the little icons in the top corner. So I am on X. I am on X. I am on all the socials. But my 2 most used are probably Instagram and Facebook because I'm old school.
Right. Yeah. Keep using it. Yeah. Good.
Are you on MySpace?
I'm not. Well, guys,
remember that?
My old like middle school one is probably still floating around. I'm gonna have to look that up actually.
That's
Taylor
great.
Hughes.
You sounded great, Taylor.
Well,
hey,
thank you.
When did your single drop? When did that single drop?
March 7th. Old Fashioned You will be out.
And you can pre-save it when?
You can pre-save and pre-order it right now.
Okay,
So
cool.
that's
Awesome.
if you go to like my Facebook or my Instagram, it's at the link in the bio. Just click on it and it'll take you there.
Connect
Okay.
to all our socials too on the podcast, and we all network and push each other's music out. So
Absolutely, got to help each other out.
Exactly.
takes a
Just like
teamwork
you
to
were
make the
watching
dream work, babe.
Crystal King's episode.
Right? Yeah.
So somebody who's watching you is going to reach out to me and be like, I seen you interviewing Taylor. We want to be on your show.
Right. We all just kind of follow each other around.
We do. We're like each other's groupie.
Hey, you gotta be. You gotta support your friends. So
Absolutely.
Right.
That's how I met Tiana, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. When we were on tour with Shim, she was
Yep.
supporting her friends
Yep.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
in Texas.
Yeah.
Roger, where were we? That's where you met Roger.
Yeah, we were in Katy, Texas.
Where was I playing? It was a cool venue, actually. Should have been playing inside because it was hot as hell outside, but it was still a good venue.
I forget what the venue was called.
But it was a cool venue.
Roger should know. He's
Roger, you're in your damn backyard, Roger.
Up late. Hang on.
It all starts getting blurry, man. I've freaking place. You know how it gets.
It was a very cool venue, though. I will give it that. You know?
I thought it was in the middle of nowhere.
What matters is the memories made.
Wildcatter Saloon.
Okay, there you go.
Wildcatter.
Yeah, you should book a gig there. It's a good place to play, but play inside unless it's not too hot.
Well, I went there in September, and Lord Jesus, it was
Woo!
They were like,
Well-
you should have came a week before, a week after, and I was like, yeah, because it was.
Well, if for the following that you have, you should do Mo's Place, honestly. So that would be a good recommendation, or Rowdy's. But
Rowdy's,
yep.
okay.
Rowdy's and Mo's Place.
I love it.
Those are.
Do you have a booking agent or do you book shows yourself?
So my dad and I kind of tag team it.
Okay, good.
So if you guys have any suggestions, just send them my way, and we will reach out and get things going. So.
Or I'll hit up Paul.
You ever
Paul.
you ever make it to the East Coast? You ever make it to the East Coast?
We are trying to. I'm usually like Ohio, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama.
Right. That's a good pocket.
Florida, Texas. So last year we hit a lot of different states, and we're trying to get out there. We're talking about doing some like North Carolina stuff. I've got family out there. I've got a few girlfriends that are from there that are in music. So we're hoping to make our way there.
Right on.
Okay.
What about what about LA?
Oh yeah.
LA?
Yeah.
I actually have family out there too. So we might eventually make our way there. We've talked about it.
She's in LA and I'm in New York.
Really? Okay. I actually got married in Ojai, California.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's north of LA. That's beautiful area.
And Katie's in Buffalo.
Yeah.
I haven't been up there, but I want to. I have family all over the place. So we got some family up there too. We just need to do like a family tour, and I'll just get there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good.
Well, your fans will turn into your family. And
I have a lot of fans that have, and I absolutely adore them. So that's very
awesome.
true.
Alrighty, Taylor Hughes, thank you for joining us. We had so much fun. Your music's
you.
amazing, and love your voice. And definitely look forward to seeing you on the road somewhere in our town.
I hope so. And thank you guys.
One of our towns.
Yeah, I'll hit everyone. Thank you guys for having me.
Alrighty, no problem, Taylor.
Pleasure meeting you. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. Good meeting y'all.
Bye-bye. That was Taylor Hughes, everyone.
That was great.
Man, getting on the road 4 months after you have a baby.
That's tough. Yeah, if you could only do that.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's
okay. It's the whole thing is you have to have a great support system, and it sounds like she has a phenomenal one.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, she's got it. Yeah.
It'll be great. And besides,
Absolutely.
like you don't realize you'll be begging to go on tour because of all the shenanigans in the first 4 months. You're like, please get me on the road. I need some normalcy in my life. So yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's good. No, it's good. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. She was really good. The song's really good. And Jay was really good. His song was really good. Good show tonight.
We
Yeah,
get all
absolutely.
talent
It was a great
here,
show.
don't we, Roger?
Oh yeah, we always have great talent here. Next week we got Presley Tennant and Rick Zachary that'll be performing and guesting with us next week. So Presley was rescheduled from when I overslept, and Rick Zachary will be here as well. Yeah, laugh it up, Tiana.
I may be doing that. Doing the show from the airport. I have to pick my wife up from the airport Wednesday. Hopefully, if she's not delayed, I'll be good. If not, I'll be doing it from the airport. I've done it many times.
Hey,
there you go.
Tour bus,
It's been
airport.
done. Right.
Adapt.
All
That's
right.
what we do as musicians is adapt.
Yeah. Katie, how you doing over there?
I'm good.
Yeah. Was it
Just
warm
taking
today in
it all
Buffalo?
in. Kind of better than before. Upper
What was it?
30s.
10 degrees?
Upper 30s.
Oh, so at least it was not snowing today.
So freaking cold.
Right.
Yeah.
Snow's
It's
kinda
beautiful in
melting.
Buffalo, but it's cold, man. Oh my God. Every time I go there, it's freaking 5 feet of snow. But in the summer, it's beautiful there. I will give you that.
Yeah. Summer is not too hot. It's perfect.
It's
but
actually perfect. It is. It really is.
yeah.
And it's a cool music town, too, man. There's a lot to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always something
But
going on.
you can keep the winter, Katie. I'm sorry. I love you, but I don't want no part of that.
Okay, I like the snow.
Well, then you're right where you need to be.
Exactly.
Tiana, you need to go over there and spend a couple weeks in January.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I've been up to Buffalo. I have a
Yeah.
friend that lives there. Yeah. There's Buffalo Works, I think. We went to Buffalo Works and we went to Niagara Falls and did all the tours.
It's beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, they have great venues, great food up in Buffalo. But yeah, you're right, Patrick. It is freezing.
Oh my God. Like your hair freezes. It's so cold.
It actually does do that. It's kind of fun though.
Me with my rice paper California blood, I mean, I would die. I was inside like 90% of the time. I'm like, I can't get out of the car.
Katie, do you snowboard or ski, or are you do you get outside or?
I ski. I tried to snowboard once and I almost went right off the cliff.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank God there's
no.
a tree. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's the beauty. That's the beauty of it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fun time.
The college.
All right, guys, we will be back next week with another episode, and we got more guests. And if you're an artist and you want to be a guest on the show, hit me up, and you can message me directly on Facebook, and let me know that you want to be on the show, and we'll try to get you guys scheduled. So always looking for some new artists.
Okay, Roger.
Switching it up. Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
See
All right,
you guys. Happy hump day.
Take care.
Happy hump day.
Bye.
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 Everyone.
Good to see you all. Good to see you. Take care. Bye bye.